Hey everyone, Jeremiah and Pashina here. We are here for Jeremiah's 10-month update. He's 10 months old today. I cannot believe that in 2 months he will be 1 year old. Like, that is insane. I cannot believe that. We haven't had another doctor's appointment that, like a wellness checkup where they weigh him and stuff like that. So the last we checked, he was 21 pounds, and I'm sure he's about the same. He's 31 inches long, and he's wearing size 12-month clothes, but they're getting too small on him. So we've started buying 18-month clothes. He's in size 4 diapers. We just got into size 4 diapers. He also wears a size 6 crib shoe, and he's got some big feet. He's got big feet and hands, I'm noticing. He's walking. I have not been able to get it on camera or anything. I've really been trying hard. Let's talk about sleep. He still is not sleeping that great. Like you guys know, he wakes up like 2 to 6 times a night. That hasn't gotten any better still. I am thinking about night weaning. I pushed his bedtime back to 8 because at 7 he just wasn't tired, and he was like, when I was feeding him, he would start playing, and he just wasn't interested in falling asleep at 7 anymore. So I went ahead and pushed it back, and that seems to be working for us. He also, all of a sudden, I don't know if it has to do with like vacations or him just like being so active and exploring more. Like, I'm really not sure what happened, but he only takes 1 nap now. It's good, but then it's bad. Like, I'm kind of worried, like, sometimes he doesn't sleep his whole nap, so I feel like he's not getting enough sleep. He goes down around 12. He sleeps from 12 to 2:30 to 3, and sometimes longer, but I don't want him to go past 4. So, I mean, that's a large chunk of free time for me, and that is pretty awesome because, like, going with them all day, you need a break, and that is a long break for me. So that's been awesome for me the last couple of days. Well, about 2 weeks now he's been doing that. He wakes up in between 6 and 8:30. Normally closer towards 6. He kind of doesn't wake up at 8:30 anymore. It's very rare. As far as eating, he eats 3 times a day. Well, he eats like 3 meals a day. We are still doing the purees mostly. I wouldn't say it's an issue because I know like every baby develops at a different stage, but he will not touch like mashed potatoes. He won't pick up. Let's see, sweet potatoes, like if it's tender and stuff, he won't pick it up. If it's cold and wet, like I had gotten steamed apples and I sliced them up and refrigerated them, and then I also bought like the Gerber little cubes, fruit cube pickup things that they have, and he will not touch them. So he, like, if I give him a banana, if I like put a slice in his mouth, he'll eat it, but he won't touch it. But yeah, so he also, after his nap, he will have a snack. That's usually when I give like his finger foods, his like veggie straws, Cheerios, crackers, all of that. I try not to give his finger foods to him too much during the day because he seems to have gotten tired of them and he just mainly throws them now. So with him only liking dry things, there's a small variety of stuff that I figured out that he likes. So he gets bored of it easily. So I try not to give it to him all the time. Oh my goodness, he does this new thing where he'll say stop. He'll go stop. Say stop, Jeremiah. Stop it. Stop it. He says it better sometimes. But that's basically his, I see you. Yes, stop. You want to come up here? Say stop it. Stop it. Stop it. When he's eating, he knows how to sign more if he wants more. He does all done. We are definitely working on the baby signing with him. It's going great so far, and I ordered a DVD for him, the baby signing time DVD. I got it on the christianbookstore.com, I think. So it should be coming any day. I found it actually at a cheaper price than what they actually sell it for on the website. So I've been wanting to get that for him for a long time, but I finally just got it. Another cute thing is when we say praise the Lord, he like lifts his hands. So we're working on praise the Lord. We're kind of struggling with deciding how to discipline him. Not necessarily struggling, but just trying to figure out like what exactly we want to do, because telling him no, he used to listen, but now he kind of just, I don't know, he's just not really listening. So he has gotten little spankings on his hand, but he still just doesn't seem to be fazed by any of that. He's watching Yo Gabba Gabba. He doesn't really watch that much TV. I try to limit his amount of TV. I know they say that they shouldn't watch TV until they're 2 years old, but I don't see anything wrong with it when it's educating stuff and it's brain stimulating. I don't see anything wrong with it, and he's not like sitting in front of the TV all day long. He watches Baby Einstein's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Yo Gabba Gabba. When you have a clingy baby and they want to follow you around all day and they want to, you know, just be held, that's a good sidetracker, because I can get so much done in a 30-minute episode, and he will sit there and watch the entire thing. He says, uh-oh, like if you say, uh-oh, he goes, you know, like he goes, but you know he's trying to say uh-oh, but he just can't get the O out there. Sometimes he does, but not all the time. He does copy us. If we laugh a certain way, he will try to mimic the laugh. If we make a certain noise, he tries to mimic it. He still doesn't have any teeth, none at all. Like, his gums right now, they seem to be like bulging, like really, they're really white, and they're just like, they look like his two front teeth are about to come in. And he has been, for the last 2 days, I was kind of worried that his ears were still infected, because for the last 2 days he has been a pain. Like, oh my goodness, I have given him Motrin, Tylenol, then this cold and cough stuff, and the teething tablets, the teething gel, and just like, he has been biting me, like when I'm breastfeeding, he clamps down, and he just like is grinding, so I know his teeth hurt. He's never messed with his thumb, and his thumb is like constantly in his mouth, so is his finger. And like at bath time, he tries to eat his washcloth. He is just biting everything. His bottle, like he doesn't even want a bottle. And he's just like, when I give it to him at nighttime, because at nighttime I give him a bottle, trying to help him sleep better, but it's not working. But he like just bites it. Like he's biting everything. So he has to be teething. I mean, he's 10 months old and still doesn't have any teeth. Like none. So he's been teething since he was 4 months old, like clearly teething since he was 4 months old. So I think like any moment his teeth are just gonna pop through. His nose is running, these ear infections, like, oh, I'm ready for his teeth to come. As much as I'm not ready, I'm still ready. Like, oh my gosh, I'm over teething. He is very nosy. Well, okay, not nosy, I guess inquisitive. I think that's the word. But he will like peep around you to look at stuff. He will stare at you. He wants to see, and he will just like absorb everything. Like he wants to see what's going on. Trying to nurse him in public now, forget using a blanket, because he will pull that bad boy off, and he wants to look around and nurse and everything. He's just so funny. And on my phone, if I'm like looking on my phone and he's like sitting here and he can't see it, say my phone's here, he's like trying to see, he does like all that. It is so funny. It's hilarious, actually. It's very funny. He's always checking things out, like always. He always is trying to see what's going on. I think that's why his sleeping has changed, because he just doesn't, I don't know, he just doesn't really take time to just chill. Like he's always going, always checking stuff out, everything. Even at the mall the other day, oh my goodness, on my birthday, we were at the mall and he was in his stroller his stroller strap was messed up, so I just put him in there and buckled one strap. Somehow he managed to get out of one strap, and he was like sliding out of his stroller, and as soon as he got out of that stroller, he just booked it straight to the the hangers, like the clothes hangers or whatever they're called, the racks. He wanted to crawl under there. He was everywhere. And then we went to the children's place, and they have like a table, and they have like sections around the table. And he was just like, he crawled straight under there and was like sitting under the section and was laughing. It was so funny, but at the same time, that's not okay. But he is really into like crawling over stuff, under stuff, like the chairs in our kitchen. He likes to weave in and out of them, and he gets stuck, and it's so funny. And he knows too, like when he's about to bump his head or when things are too low, like you see him ducking his whole body. It's super cute. He has been throwing little tantrums, so I guess we're gonna have a tantrum throwing 2-year-old. He will throw himself backwards. Like when you're trying to pick him up, he straightens his whole body and like fling his head back, and he just straightens his whole body so you can't pick him up, you can't sit him down. He's just like doing this craziness, and he just will like scream, and he will yell at you, and he'll like make these weird noises at you, and it's like, okay, he's definitely telling you like, put me back down or give me what I want, you know, like he's telling you something, but we just can't figure it out. As far as postpartum, we're still breastfeeding on demand. He eats about 3 to 6 times a day. I want to say sometimes he will eat like 3 times a day, and then other times he will eat more and closer together. Like sometimes he'll eat every hour, sometimes every 2 hours, sometimes every 4 hours. You know, it just depends on what he wants. I am 127 pounds. That is so tiny for me. I am still a little worried, you know, about the weight loss, but I've heard that you will gain weight back when you stop breastfeeding. So we plan to go till he's 2 years old, so I'm not really sure when I'm going to gain weight. I've really been trying hard to gain weight. I was eating like extremely healthy and everything, and now I'm eating extremely healthy plus everything else. Like I'm doing anything and everything to just eat. Like I feel drained at times. I feel skinny and sick. Like that's how I feel. Like I don't feel healthy, you know, and it's not a good feeling, you know, and I don't think anyone should feel like this. I do take my prenatal still. I don't know what to do, you know, like I don't want to stop breastfeeding because I feel skinny, you know, definitely not. But it's starting to really take a toll on my body. I went to the store and got some jeans. I was at American Eagle. And normally, you know, I wear like a size 12. That's kind of big, but you know, that's what fit me. I fit into a size 2, and that is pretty scary to me. Like a size 2, that's tiny. That's like almost a 0, like nothing. And a 0 is a stick, you know, like I don't know. I'm not very happy with my weight at the moment, or my body. I mean, I'm happy with my body, but you know, like my weight, that's an issue for me. So I'm just going to continue to try to gain weight. My stretch marks, though, have faded so much. They are like almost white. They were purple, but now they're like, you know, almost that silvery kind of color. So that's awesome. My hair is growing. As you guys can see, all my little baby hairs. I can't believe, like, I was, like, bald, really, because, like, all this was, like, no hair. And I didn't really notice it. I mean, I kind of did, but I didn't. But, I mean, all this is my baby hair. I tried to slick it back, but it just doesn't. It has a mind of its own. Some days it does right, and some days it doesn't. I did just celebrate my 21st birthday. That was fun. I had a margarita at Olive Garden. That's pretty much all that's going on with me. I can't really think of anything else. If you guys have any video suggestions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just what's going on with us at 10 months. So thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.